Good morning folks, a wee bit of a last minute one today. We were checking the weather forecast last night and it looks to be quite nice on the west coast. So that's where we're heading. Little did we realise it would take us 5 hours to drive there, so hopefully by the time we get there there'll be a wee bit of daylight left and we'll actually be able to bring you a video today, but we're planning to take you somewhere pretty cool. Well, we're about 4.5 hours into our drive today and we're still nowhere near where we're headed, but it's been an easy drive because we've got this beautiful weather and beautiful Scottish scenery, of course. In fact, I'll drop a wee montage of the scenery in just after this clip, but where are we headed? That's where we're headed, and I tell you what, it's not the easiest place to get to. In fact, of all the extreme points in the UK, this is probably the most challenging. This is typical of getting to lighthouses in the UK. It's never easy. It always seems to be a small winding road. You really need to focus. Oh, this is absolutely stunning. I've never been here before, but wow. The scenery is as beautiful as the road is bad. Well, that was an experience. The road was scary as anything, but the scenery was gorgeous. And we're now at the end of the public road and we've just got to wait for the traffic lights to let us onto the private road up to the lighthouse. And I'm guessing that the most westerly point is down that way. Well, we've made it to Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. How beautiful is this?
Arrive at Ardnamurchan Lighthouse.
Oh no. The sat-nav's still on.
At least we know we arrived.
Oh no, it's closed. Google says it's closed. Anyway, welcome to Ardnamurchan Lighthouse, and I think it is closed. I think they maybe open it up in the summer, but I'm pretty sure you'd only get to the base of it. I don't think it's one of the ones you can go to the top. I might be wrong. But who cares? It's the scenery, isn't it? The setting is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so what can we see from here? Well, behind us we've got the Isle of Egg. If you remember in a previous video, I walked to the summit of that one. And to the left of Egg, we've got Rum. And just in between Egg and Rum, in the foreground, we've got the Isle of Muck. That's one of the smaller of the small isles. And off in the distance, we can just about see the Coolen Range on Skye, and it looks so impressive. And if we pan round, we can see the Outer Hebrides just off in the distance. You can just about make that out from here. And we've got the low-lying Isle of Coll. We've been there in a previous video as well. I think that's the one that we took Hebridean Air to. What have you found? There's a wee indoor area you can come to even when the lighthouse is closed. A wee bench here as well. So imagine if the day wasn't quite as nice as it is today, this would be a wee lifesaver.
And good for watching dolphins.
True.
And whales.
Now that might be us at the lighthouse, but this isn't the most westerly point of mainland Britain, not yet. We've got a bit more work to do. I think we need to go down the coast a couple of kilometres and that should take us to the point. But it's quite rough ground and quite boggy and muddy, so we've got the big boots on again today.
Let's go. I actually really like the design of this lighthouse.
It's quite simple, isn't it?
Yeah. It's different than most of them.
So we're just checking the map to see the most westerly point. I think well, it's definitely that way, but amazingly we've got 4G here, which is a surprise. We just need to walk down the coast. And there it is there.
2 kilometers. Easy. Is the coffee shop open?
I hope so.
Nah.
This wee windy road to get to the lighthouse is so beautiful, and it's perfect for a lighthouse. It's exactly how it should be. Now, I don't think we've got far to walk.
Is this point marked in any way? There's a pole or something?
That's a really good question. Oh no, you can walk to the top of the lighthouse. That means we're going to have to come back in summer on that wee road again. Oh no.
And you're driving. Would you like to go first?
I'm always the guinea pig.
It looked easy. Not for me. You take this.
Well done.
Thanks.
This may well be the route, but please, as always, don't take our word for it. I'm kind of torn with this one. If this is the way, I'm almost thinking they should make it a wee bit easier, but at the same time, it's good to have a wee challenge. But already, just a short distance in, it is really boggy. But that's quite appropriate for my channel, SteveMarsh.
That was bad.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, look at that. And you've got holes in your boots.
They're okay!
Right, we couldn't agree on the best route, so we've turned this into a bit of a game. One of us goes that way, one of us goes this way, and I think I've got it wrong, as always, eh? How do I get across here? I've got to win, even if it means wet feet. Yes! Oh, look at my reward, a beautiful white sandy beach. Hello? Where is she? There she is away down there. Can I just say, for the record, I won. I always try and keep these spots in mind for the future, but I'm not going to keep this one all to myself. I'm going to share it with you. Look at this little bit of flat ground with the lighthouse in the background and the wee sandy beach. Perfect spot for camping. Now, I don't know if it's just today or if it's always like this, but we did see a little path off in the distance, but we couldn't get to it. It was all muddy and boggy. So we're going to go around to the big rocks on the beach. That might be a bit easier. But as I say, I don't know if it's going to be like that in summer as well. It might just be a winter thing. I think this was a good choice.
Yeah, this is dry.
Oh, this is hard work. It's not the most enjoyable trek so far. And just bear in mind that the distance might be short, but it's going to take a long time. It is, however, so worth it when you see those views. Hey, can we just lie and say this is it? Here we are, folks, the most westerly point in mainland UK. Although I said most westerly point in the UK there, should I be saying most westerly point in Britain? I don't want to offend the people of Northern Ireland, but then that might not be mainland UK. Ah, I'm getting too confused. It's such a gorgeous weekend day and we are the only people here. I think that tells a story. And to think we've got to walk back again. Oh, look at the water down here, it's so clear. And the sandy beach, it's perfect. The wee beach down there, it's glistening. I don't know if it's sea glass or something, but I'd like to have a closer look. Nah, I don't see anything other than shells, but to be honest with you, the real treasure is that view. And I have to keep reminding myself, it's still February. Ah, look at the rocks here, I've struck it rich. Black gold, Texas tea. Please, please let this be it.
It must be it.
Right, let me just check the phone. Fingers crossed, folks. Yes, this is it. We're on the little chunk of land that is the most westerly point in Britain, but I think we should really walk a wee bit further and get as far as we can. Oh, I think off in the distance I can see a Calmac ferry. I would imagine that's going from Oban to Barra or something. And as we get over towards the end here, the terrain gets quite dodgy. So I've got this theory that there's a reason why they don't make a big deal about it, to stop people coming here in flip-flops and getting a photo. It's quite dangerous. Well done.
Well done, us.
So there we go. I think that's as far as we're prepared to go today, but I think we can safely say we've made it. Aye, so we say that we're the most westerly, then he comes along and ruins our moment. And if you do this in summer, then you've deserved a wee treat at the cafe, get a coffee and a cake, but not for us. I'm not sure we've got a cafe within 100 miles of here. I've been pretty blown away by this scenery, and I've got to say, this is a big statement to make, but of views in Scotland, I think that's top 3. So that's not bad for one day. We've driven what was in the end about 6 hours. We've visited Ardnamurchan Lighthouse even though it was closed. We've gone to the most westerly point in Britain, and now we'll just head back to the van. We need to try and find somewhere to park tonight, and we'll do something else tomorrow. And tomorrow might be like this, because I think we're going to go to one of our favourite beaches in the world.
You can speed me up in post-production.
Green light, go!
Go! I'm too tired to run.
Oh no, you're like a sheep.
Yeah, I'm scared of this stuff.
Well done, high five.
High five.
Oh, that was a good one.
I put some effort in.
There we are, the only vehicle in the car park.
Look, that's how bad the roads were.
Oh look, we've lost a wheel trim. Oh no. Oh, it's good to be back.
Yes.
Good morning folks, I tell you what, that was a rough old night. We got into Mainland at about 6:30 last night. We tried to find somewhere to eat, but clearly this is a summer destination. Pretty much everywhere was closed. We did find a pub, but we couldn't get a table. And then we were trying to find somewhere to park, and there's signs everywhere saying no overnight parking. So we ended up at some little random spot up the hill, but it was so cold and so uncomfortable. In fact, when I woke up this morning, I was scraping the windows in the front of the van and realised I had to scrape the windows on the inside as well. And it got down to about -5 last night. But having said all that, we're going to the beach today. How daft does that sound? Aye, it's completely dead here. Time to move on, I think, and try and find something for breakfast. Just at the side of the road here in Marsh, this is where you start to find these beautiful white beaches. I mean, the sand is perfect. So have a wee look around here, and then I think it's about time we went and woke someone up. I mean, seriously, look at that sand. Even in the middle of February, I cannot think of any beach anywhere that I'd rather be on right now. Aye, so this little stretch of coastline down from Mainland to Alicja is just dotted with these little white beaches, and they're absolutely beautiful, as nice as any beach in Scotland. Oh, she's up already. Morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling alright. Not the best night in my life, but it's okay.
I can remember this very stretch of road. This is the route for a half marathon. It's called the Road to the Isles half marathon. We've done it twice.
Yes.
And I remember the second time I did it, I was absolutely dying, seriously. I think that's the last run I ever did. But it's just so up and down all the way. It's a really difficult half marathon, but the scenery is just incredible. Oh, look at this, we could have camped here last night.
Oh, good spot.
Look at that, we should get the kayak out today.
Really?
I don't know, what do you think?
Is it not too
Look at it, it's like summer.
Doesn't feel like summer with temperature though. We can try.
Right, we'll park up here, we'll go down to the beach and do some research to see if we're going out in the kayak today.
Good plan. Ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
So what do you think? Should we go for it?
Well, water is nice and calm.
Be very easy to launch from here as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But maybe we should check the water temperature. Well, it's cold.
There's a surprise.
But it isn't colder than the van last night.
Yeah, 100%. Why didn't we just park here last night? There's even toilets. It would have been absolutely perfect. We're idiots. I think it's fair to say this is my favourite place in Scotland, this little bay. You've got the beautiful beaches, you've got the views out over the small isles and Skye, and it always seems to be calm and good weather when we're here. It's unbelievable. I hope it's the same if you visit.
Maybe we can launch the boat there and go here, kind of round.
Sounds like a plan.
Faster! The last time when we were using the kayak it was sinking a bit. Do you remember?
Oh yes.
How does
This wetsuit is good. I'm not cold at all.
Wow.
Yet. Right, I guess you're wanting put in like a princess.
Would be nice.
Always me doing the hard work. Aye, so this is a lot safer than the last time we were out at sea when we paddled to Inchgarvey, Inchmickery, one of the two. Anyway, yes, because that one went a wee bit wrong. We ran out of air on the kayak a bit, and we could have ended up in Norway, but today, if it all goes wrong, we'll end up in what, United States, Canada? Right turn, Clyde.
There's Chapla here, look.
Oh, nice.
You want to take a picture of him?
Are we going to go for that gap?
No, I don't think.
Go on.
Really?
Yeah, go for it. I'll try. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, it's getting very shallow.
Look at all the shells here. Thanks, dog.
Good paddling.
Thanks. Good, I'm more confident now.
When I say you paddle, I'll film. It works every time. One thing you really notice when you come out on the sea and do a bit of paddling is when you get close to the rocks, it's like the birds seem to trust you more. They don't fly away as quickly as they would on the shore.
Why
It's very
is it?
cool.
Why?
I guess you're just in their environment, they don't see many people out there. I'm not sure.
Take me to the shore.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Well done.
The water is so cold, you have no idea.
So sadly folks, that's the end of our weekend. It's time to drive home, and we've got a long drive home at that, but it's amazing how much you can fit into a weekend in Scotland. It's like a different world here. So thanks for watching today. We'll see you again next week. Bye bye.
Bye.